The Awakening here, and welcome back to the channel. As always, I'm heading here back with this truth video. We spread on this channel nothing but the truth, and always the truth. So don't be offended by this video. This video has nothing to do with race. This has nothing to do with race, so if you're thinking that, get that out of your mind. In this channel, we show the truth and nothing but the truth. So let's get straight into this. This portrait, my bad, gotta go back. This isn't Jesus. That is not even close to what Jesus looks like. That's not even what Scripture says at all. That's Cesare Borgia. I don't know if that's how you say his name, but it was something around that. Yeah, that's not Jesus. And here's the proof. Because it doesn't say he looks like that in the Bible, so let's see why or how his image was changed. Stop worshiping my portrait. My name was Cesare Borgia. I was the son of Pope Alexander IV, who forced my image on the church. My father, his real name was Rodrigo Borgia, was a gangster, war-mongering, greedy, orgy-loving dictator who began using my portrait in 1490 to claim he was God. So stop worshiping that. But today, many people still worship this portrait, acting like that's him. They say this is Jesus. They say that's Yeshua, but that isn't correct. That's why I make videos like this, to change it. So, that says your burger right there. Looks exactly like Jesus, doesn't it? As they depict him to look like. Let me show you pictures of them side by side. So the one on the left is Cesare Borgia, and the one on the right is has to depict Jesus Christ to look like, which is incorrect. You tell me what the difference is. They're doing the exact same hand gesture. They look exactly the same. It's just that he doesn't have the same type of facial hair. And yeah, so that looks spot on. I don't know if you're just really blind and too proud to recognize that they look exactly the same, because it's right in front of you. In Scripture even says in Revelations 1:14-15, the hair on his head was white as snow. And that doesn't mean he had a white hair. Like, don't get that twisted. Like, you know how black people's hair and white people's hair grow differently. It says his hair on his head was white, like the color white. His hair was white as snow, and his feet was like fire and brass, as burnt in a furnace. So that looks exactly like that would look like. So he definitely looked more like this than he looked like Cesare Borgia. We're not saying we know exactly what he looked like, but he looked more like this than the other portrait. He had hair like wool. Who grows hair like wool? Who grows afros? Exactly. Black people. Dark-skinned people. He had feet like burnt brass. That's what burnt brass looks like. Burnt brass. Burnt brass. Look at him back to back. Look at his skin. And then look at this. I mean, come on, guys. You gotta wake up out of this deception. This is a big deception, man. It's crazy. And here's an article I read on the internet that I agreed with, which is really true. I just want to read a little bit of it for you real quick. Okay. Jesus in the entire Abrahamic line was of Noah's son Shem. The people of ancient Egypt comes from the line of Ham. Either way, Shem and Ham and Japheth have the same father, who was Noah, an albino, which is very difficult to reconcile to a Caucasian, go figure. So, an albino. So he can't be white if he comes from a bloodline where Noah's albino. But that's not just it. But let me show you what an albino person looks like. That's what an albino looks like. So albinos are dark-skinned who turn light-skinned with red hair. So that kid is still black, but he's just albino. Doesn't change his race. And also, why would Elohim hide a white baby with a white mother in Egypt? Tell me, do you think the hieroglyphics are lying on the skin tone of the ancient Egyptians as well? Before Jesus was hidden, there was written that Joseph and also Moses were blended into Egypt society as well. So, let me show Egyptian hieroglyphics. Here's one of their hieroglyphics. Let's find more. Here's another one of their hieroglyphics. If that's not enough, there's more. And here's more. So, that's all I got for you. That's all that's needed to show you that Yeshua was dark-skinned. He looked more like this, more than he looked like this. Because it says, the hair on his head was white as snow. That's a big factor, because they never show you that on anything. His hair's not white here. And his feet was like fine brass as burnt in a furnace. Guess what? If his feet were like that, the rest of his body was. So stop worshiping this portrait and start thinking him looking like more like this. Always be aware and seek Yahuwah and Yeshua for more truth. As always, Shalom.